Hi fellow foodies, this is Corrine from The Simple Gourmet. Today I'm going to show you how I cut an onion. So before I get into it, I want to talk about where I keep my onions. I do keep them in the fridge, and the reason for that is because when you keep them in the fridge, it's going to make the gases that come off the onion a little bit less, so you're not going to cry when you cut into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off. I usually just go like 3/4 of the way through the base of the onion. You do not want to cut the hairy part up here. This is what's going to make you cry. It's going to release a lot more gases. So you always start with the little button end down here. So I just cut through, and then I use this as kind of a handle to get the peeling off of the onion. And so you want to get it all the way peeled first. So anything that you can kind of see through or that just looks a little bit rubbery, you can just take off. And then I just rip this end off so I have something that looks like this. So now I'm going to cut through the center of it. And this is where I'm only going to cut halfway through this. I'm going to leave it intact here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make some chopped onions. And so the easiest way to do this for me, I found, is to cut through. You don't want to cut all the way to the little hairy button on here. Just you're going to use that to hold it together. And so I kind of cut them at an angle. It's probably kind of hard to see with my hand in the way here. And so I have everything kind of cut like that. If you want, you can go make a couple slices down the bottom of it through. I don't, just because, I don't know, I'm lazy. I don't see the need for it because the onion is kind of cut itself all the way already. Then I'm just going to go the opposite angle, and I'm just going to cut and make some chopped onions. You kind of want to go about the same size. So when you get about to the end here, you'll have this little bit left, and you can just toss that. So I'm going to do half of this onion just as sliced onion. Again, it's very easy because the onion already has partially cut slices in there. So now that you have it cut in half, you just want to cut slice sizes here. And you can cut all the way to the end. And then these just break apart into chunks for your sandwiches or whatever you want to do here. So I also want to talk about one other thing. I want to talk about macerating the onions. Because I'm going to be using these sliced onions raw on my sandwich, I want to macerate them. So that just means simply soaking them in any kind of vinegar or acid base for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to use white wine vinegar here. You can use apple cider vinegar or whatever type you want. And you can even store your onions in vinegar in the fridge if you just want to keep them like that. And it's easier, and you don't need much. So I put about a tablespoon in here, and they don't need to all be covered. So you just let it sit in here for a little while, and then when you're ready to use the onions, you just drain the vinegar out and use them from there. So I hope that helps, and happy cooking.